The physics laws originated by Sir Isaac Newton are particularly applicable to the operation of turbine engines. Objects at rest tend to remain at rest, and objects in motion tend to remain in motion at the same speed and in the same direction, unless acted on by an external force. When a magician snatches a tablecloth from a table and leaves a full setting of dishes undisturbed, he is not displaying a mystic art. He is demonstrating the principle of inertia. Inertia is responsible for the discomfort felt when an airplane is brought to a sudden halt in the parking area and the passengers are thrown forward in their seats. Inertia is a property of matter. This property of matter is described by Newton's first law of motion. When a force acts upon a body, the momentum of that body is changed. The rate of change of momentum is proportional to the applied force. Bodies in motion have the property called momentum. A body that has great momentum has a strong tendency to remain in motion and is therefore hard to stop. For example, a train moving at even low velocity is difficult to stop because of its large mass. Newton's second law applies to this property. Based on Newton's second law, the formula for calculating thrust is derived, which states that force equals mass times acceleration, mass equals weight divided by gravity, and acceleration equals velocity final minus velocity initial divided by time. Putting all these concepts together, the formula for thrust is force equals weight times velocity final minus velocity initial divided by gravity times time. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law of motion is often called the law of action and reaction. This means that if a force is applied to an object, the object will supply a resistive force exactly equal to and in the opposite direction of the force applied. It is easy to see how this might apply to objects at rest. For example, as a man stands on the floor exerts a force against his feet exactly equal to his weight. But this law is also applicable when a force is applied to an object in motion. Forces always occur in pairs. The acting force means the force one body exerts on a second body, and reacting force means the force the second body exerts on the first. When an aircraft propeller pushes a stream of air backward with a force of 500 pounds, the air pushes the blades forward with a force of 500 pounds. This forward force causes the aircraft to move forward. A turbofan engine exerts a force on the air entering the inlet duct, causing it to accelerate out the fan duct and the tailpipe. The air accelerating to the rear is the action, and the force inside the engine that makes it happen is the reaction, also called thrust.